Good day, everyone. Thank you for being here with me today. It is my pleasure to present to you my study about service quality assessment of selected heritage sites in Cambodia, Indonesia, and Philippines by tourists towards the development of service delivery improvement plan. One of the largest industries nowadays in the world is tourism industry. And despite recent events that have made its operating environment more complex, and still it continues to grow. Tourism as a way of life can bring a vast comfort and blessings to all of us. It may not be the answer to the elimination of poverty, but it can make strong assistance to improve tourism industry. Tourism distinguished as a valuable agent for expansion and improvement in almost all sectors of the economy, such as trade and industry, education, culture, entertainment, infrastructure, and many more. At the present times, heritage tourism is a fast growing and improving niche market. The main objective of this study is to critically assess the service quality of tourism facilities and services in selected heritage sites, namely Angkor Wat in Cambodia, Borobudur Compound Temple in Indonesia, and historic city of Vigan in the Philippines, based on the expectation, perceived performance, and overall level satisfaction and revisit intention. Data were collected by use of a modified ServQual model into a new model called HistoQual, relevant to historical sites through five dimensions of responsiveness, tangible, empathy, communications, and consumable to Filipino tourists residing in the Philippines who have visited at least one from selected heritage sites from year 2018 to 2020. Also, to analyze the significant difference between the expectation and perceived performance of the service quality assessment as perceived by the Filipino tourist respondents with respect to the quality dimensions and profile of the respondents. Then, to be able to determine the level of overall satisfaction, revisit intention, and significant difference on the level of overall satisfaction and revisit intention based on their profile. Also, to examine which among the quality dimension of service quality are determinants of the overall satisfaction and revisit intention in the selected heritage sites. This study is anchored also on the expectancy disconfirmation theory that focuses on identifying the heritage sites attribute which impact tourist satisfaction expectancy disconfirmation theory that comprises of two sub-processes having independent effects on customer satisfaction: the development of expectations and the disconfirmation of those expectations through performance comparison of the perceived performance prior to expectation. And then for the statistical treatment, frequency, percentage distribution, mean, standard deviation, independent, and paired t-tests, one-way ANOVA, and linear evaluation were utilized. This study also used a descriptive research design. A total of 400 survey questionnaires were distributed. The sample size was derived through Cronkas formula by computing the minimum sample size required for accuracy in estimating proportions by considering the standard normal deviation set at 95% confidence level with the confidence interval of zero point 0.5. A total of 397 were returned, but only 349 were usable. Meanwhile, other papers were eliminated due to incompleteness of the information. There were 300 respondents being chosen out of 349. Filipino respondents, the researcher computed the minimum sample size by considering the standard normal deviation set at 95% confidence level with the quantifying sampling error of 5.6 with the total number of population of 300. Simple random sampling was employed in selecting sample through the process of lottery to avoid bias. The researcher assigned every paper with a unique number. These numbers were put in a jar and thoroughly mixed. After that, the researcher picked 49 numbers without looking at it, and those numbers in papers were not included in the study. It is a process of selecting a sample that allows individual to have an independent chance of being selected for the sample. Based on the result of the study, a majority of the Filipino tourists visited historic city of Vigan, Philippines. Most of them visited 0 to 5 other countries aside from the selected heritage sites. Most of them were young and female. On the other hand, majority of the respondents were single and holders of bachelor's degree. Appreciation of history and historical interest was the main purpose of visit. The Filipino respondents on the expectation who have been to Angkor, Cambodia and historic city of Vigan, Philippines rated service quality dimension of responsiveness, tangible, empathy, communication, and consumable with very high expectation, while Borobudur in Indonesia rated responsiveness, tangible, and consumable with very high expectation. In terms of perceived performance, respondents rated all selected heritage sites as evident with regards to all service quality dimensions. Also, the finding shows mostly there were statistically no significant difference between results on expectation and perceived performance. There were also no significant difference on the expectation, perceived performance, overall satisfaction, and revisit intention with respect to their profile. The study also revealed that Filipino tourist respondents were satisfied and agreed to revisit again the heritage sites. And finally, the study revealed that consumables were or serve as the determinant of the overall satisfaction in Angkor, communication in Borobudur Compound Temple in Indonesia, and consumable and empathy in historic city of Vigan, Philippines. Furthermore, communication was the factor that affects the overall revisit intention of Filipino respondents in Angkor, Cambodia, tangible in Borobudur Compound Temple and responsiveness in historic city of Vigan, Philippines. For the recommendation, the papers recommends a possible review of tourism development plan and also provide customer satisfaction survey, update heritage staffs and tour guides through seminars, conferences, and workshops. Furthermore, improve facilities, equipment, and provide enough information. Finally, intensify the good relationship among residents, local government, tourism officers, stakeholders, academe, and other government sectors. Here's the references. Thank you for your attention. God bless.